Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the Mad Mud Showman. And this is, of course, another mini episode. Once more, we're going to dwell specifically and focus on one action figure that's not DC. Gotta do it sometimes. And after that last little mini episode I did where I sort of did those Hasbro G.I. Joes, I felt a bit bad. It was like I wasn't giving G.I. Joe a fair shake. So I figured, you know what? Let's jump into the G.I. Joe classified pool, especially after talking to a fellow collector, and I figured, you know what, let's give them a shot. So I picked up this. That's right. This is Agent Helix from the G.I. Joe Classified series. Now, to start off with, I understand this kind of packaging. It's better for the environment. It's more recyclable. But at the same time, too, as a collector, it's kind of boring. But what do you say we take Agent Helix out of the package and take a good look at it? Or her. I don't know what her pronouns are. I'm assuming she's a her. I'm old school. She's a her. Okay, well, I did a close-up of her without any accessories because I want to talk about it. She comes in this... Now, the box is interesting because you come this... Looks like a locker that has a bag of all her accessories. She comes attached to this package. I kind of like this. This makes up for the you can't see what the character looks like on the outside because you get this nice little, you know, almost like a storage shelf with her artwork. This I like. Now, the figure itself, 5.9 inches, so not even 6. But when I put it next to a DC Multiverse, it's kind of like a teenage sidekick. It actually can fit in with my collection. You know, when it comes to posability, it's posable, a little stiff. Once again, this is one of the ones where I'd recommend use the warm-up technique where you use a hair dryer to warm it up a little bit to get the to get the stiffness out. As an action figure, I can see why so many people are into these now. I'm not too crazy about the hip swivels. I've never liked these, but, you know, let's be honest. It's going to go on a shelf. That's what I do with all my toys, either on the wall or on a shelf. But I can see why people like these. The face sculpt is nice. The details are definitely there. This does look like a well-detailed action figure. The only two problems I have with it, price. These are a bit more expensive. Well, especially here in Canada. The G.I. Joe are a bit more expensive than what I normally like to spend on an action figure. I mean, price-wise, the DC Multiverse still is a better deal for me because I love DC characters. I love DC comic books, well, the old ones, not the new stuff they're doing, but so price-wise is a bit of an issue. They are a bit expensive. They are a bit expensive compared to the other ones. Not that much more expensive. Maybe on average, it depends, because I've seen some that were a lot more expensive. So you're looking at maybe $5 to $10 more than your DC Multiverse here in Canada. But if you're into the 6-inch action figures, these fit in. Even if you're a 7-inch guy like I am. Now, for me, 7 inches with the DC, with the DC universe, it kind of makes me think of, okay, this is a kid's sidekick. Kind of works. Some of the other figures, the ones that have beards and stuff, that'd be pretty weird for a kid's sidekick. But I can definitely see why people like these action figures. And I get it. I mean, I do get it. And the other thing I find that sort of throws me a bit is the height. I do like the slightly bigger action figures. But no, I can see this, and I can even see myself picking up a few more because I plan on doing some customs, and some of these, a little bit of repainting would be a good little custom, like a sidekick for some of the things I want to do. That, and let's be honest, no one in this entire world is always the same height at all. But just for fun, I also picked this up at the Dollarama. And I picked it up because when I was at the store, I got this at Toys R Us, by the way. I got her at Toys R Us. And Toys R Us, I know right off the bat, I know the prices are a bit much, but GameStop doesn't really have these. They really don't. It's so I picked this up. Not at Toys R Us. Toys R Us had this at almost full price. I picked this up at a Dollarama for next to nothing. So, oh, I'm opening up a package right in front of your eyes. But just for quality, I want to show you this. Okay? Okay, here's the Hasbro Weird Size Baroness. Okay? Same line as the Snake Eyes guys. Okay? Now, height-wise, it's shorter. Quality-wise, this is much better than these Hasbro ones. This thing is not that well detailed. This is the kind of toy you give someone that you know they're not going to care about it. Like you put on a birthday cake. This one you give to a collector. And that's the difference. So that's why I can really understand people collecting these. They have my respect because to be a completionist for these G.I. Joes and to be like a collector I've recently been dealing with who's an army builder for these guys, hats off to you. But that's it. I'll finish up with a close-up with the accessories. And we'll see you next time. All right, I thought I'd come back after that close-up. The accessories, okay, I now understand why there's a little bit more expense when you buy these. You get accessories. I mean, I'm impressed. I will be picking up more of these G.I. Joe Classifieds. Not that many. I'm not going to start a whole new collection because I have no more room. But yeah, I can definitely... I have respect for people who collect these action figures now. If only they were 7 inches or bigger, that'd be kind of cool. But no, I mean, the accessories are definitely well worth it. She's got accessories. And like I said, I do like the fact that you get this like locker box. Compared to the accessories for that, definitely. And this is something I recommend if you're going to get into action figures and you want something that's not superhero, G.I. Joe. I understand it. And on that note, we'll see you on the next mini episode or focus. And don't forget, Friday night, new episode. See you then.